Hi all, my name is Tim and welcome to another edition of Smelly Sweet. Today I'm doing the giveaway announcement from niche4all that you're able to win 330 ml fragrances from them. 330 bottles with fragrances. Choose your own. I did that giveaway in my video, 50 fragrances in 5 minutes, the challenge, and I didn't manage to put in 51 fragrances, but I had 51 fragrances. So I told people, comment down below in the comment section the number 51 in your comment and you have the chance to win this giveaway. 15 people did that, and that is a way of me trying to give something back to my loyal viewers, loyal subscribers, loyal followers on Instagram. And I didn't announce that, I didn't promote that video in any way, so niche4all went out of their way to help me with this one, I would say. So in order to say thank you to niche4all, I'm doing my top 10 fragrances from niche4all. But before we do that, we're gonna pick the winner in this giveaway. So I have my computer here so you can all look that it is fair and square. We have, as I said, 15 comments implied the number 51. So there are 15 numbers here. And let's pick the winner right now by spinning the wheel. And let's see, the winner is number 14. No, I'm not sure who has number 14, but when I'm editing that video, I will type something here so you can see who the winner is. Now, top 10, my top 10 from niche4all is, I'm gonna do this quick, I guess. It's already been 2 minutes. No, I need to do this, say this one as well. This was supposed to be my last video on YouTube, but I was supposed to do one video more before this one, a thank you video, but illness came in the way, and you all know that when a man has a cold, it is pretty bad. So I have to postpone that until hopefully Sunday we'll get that thank you video out, and that will be my last video on YouTube. Look, I've learned to never say never, but I got the feeling that at least it will take a while before you see me posting another video, but I'll come back to you guys on that in my next video, the thank you video. So let's dive into this thank you to niche4all. I've got 11 fragrances, my top 10, the honorable mention is Floral Oud. Floral Oud is an interpretation of Search of More Than Words. The reason I don't appreciate it that much is because of the florals. Now you do get a big dose of florals on this one, and actually when you smell that bottle now, maybe it's just I haven't tried it in the right time of year, but I do think that it is appropriate for spring. Huge projection, great longevity. So let's dive into number 10 spot, and that is Oriental Incense. This is an interpretation of Interlude Man by Amouage, and it is a beast. It is so smoky. Now, the opening of this one is in your face, it is strong, it is powerful. Can easily say that if I would apply this up here within 5 minutes, you would hear my wife screaming downstairs, please, I've got a headache. Anyway, so I'm not going to torture her with that, but when you let it settle for after an hour, maybe 2 hours, then I think it is pretty pleasant, to my nose at least. But if you do like Oriental Incense, I'm sure you will like this one. Great longevity, huge projection. On spot number 9, we have Benzo Vanil. This one is an interpretation of Taklamakan by Stefan Lucas Hubert. Sorry if I slaughtered the name. You do get a dirty, dusty vanilla out of this one. And it is a longevity about 10 hours, I would say. I'm a little bit unsure because I get a little bit nose blind when I try this one. So that is the reason I can't place it higher. But anyway, Benzo Vanil, not the biggest projecting fragrance, but you do get noticed at least for the first 3 hours, I would say. On spot number 8, we have Patchouli Cedar. This one is now I start to struggle because now I like them all, really like them, I mean. And this one is an interpretation of Straight to Heaven by Kilian. Yet again, I don't need to say that because, well, I'm gonna give you the longevity at least. Around the longevity. because they all are very loud and they project very massively. Now this one opens up, if I have said it before, if you don't know how cedar smells, give this one a try, and I do think you get a pretty good idea of the cedar. Longevity 10 hours, 10ish hours, something there around. Next up we have cardamom vanilla. This one is an interpretation of Intoxicated by Kilian yet again. Now the cardamom is amazing in this one. And the cardamom feels like it never really dies out until late in the dry down. The cardamom is there from the top, in the middle, you can still find it pretty easily. In the start of the dry down, you can still hint it, and then it is gone and you're left with the vanilla. There's also supposed to be coffee in this one. I believe it is kind of that Arabic coffee we are talking about, you know, with spices in it and stuff like that, and there it is. So yet again, longevity 8 to 10 hours of this one. Next up we have tobacco vanille. The reason this should have been higher up on my list. Yes, it should have been. When I'm looking at it, it is like this. Sorry for that. Honey tobacco. This one is an interpretation of Surge of Naxos. And it is really close to Surge of Naxos. There's a little bit smoother in the opening than Surge of Naxos, but you do get as huge, as good longevity as with all of these fragrances as the original. And just that it is a little bit smoother makes me like this one more than the OG, because the OG is quite sharp in the opening with that citruses and the bergamot. This one is a little bit softer, a little bit smoother, and that is the reason I've emptied this bottle. I think I need to get myself a new one, a new 100 ml of this one, but that have to wait until some late summer fall time, because that is where I use this one the most, I guess. Next up we have tobacco vanille. I've been using this one a lot as well, and it is an interpretation of Herod, but it is also a fusion of tobacco vanille by Tom Ford. And the tobacco in tobacco vanille by Tom Ford isn't one that I like that much, so for that reason this one isn't in my higher up in this list, because Herod is one of my favorite. This one doesn't beat Herod in the scent, but it does beat Herod in the longevity. This one has, Herod has around 6 hours longevity, I believe it is, 6 to 7. This one is 8-hour longevity on my skin and a huge projection as well. Next up we have on spot number 4, Agar Oud. This one is way better than Tom Ford's Oud Wood. The reason is that you actually can't pinpoint the oud in this one. You have heard it before. People saying there isn't oud in Oud Wood by Tom Ford. I'm not sure that that is correct, because I do feel that there is maybe some small hints of that oud woody feeling. But here you do get the barnyardy oud out of it. Not that it is huge, not that it is big barnyard, just a small hint of it laying there around in the opening. Longevity, I would say that the longevity on Tom Ford's Oud Wood on my skin is around the 5-hour mark. This one is around the 6 to 7-hour mark. There's something there in between with a huge projection. This one is one that have given me compliments in a bigger shopping mall. When we went around, there was one person coming at me and asking me, what are you wearing? So pretty good for being in Sweden as well. And on spot number 3 we have Sea Mint. This one is an interpretation of London Oud. You can see I've been using a lot. This is also going to be a 100 ml bottle in my collection soon. Now we are entering summertime. It's been getting a bit warmer. There's a cucumber feeling. You have the minty feeling. You have the sea notes, the aquatic notes in here as well. Beats Fragrance du Bois London Oud by far when it comes to longevity and when it comes to projection. London Oud, when I tried the sample, it lasted on my skin for around 5 to 6 hours. This one easily 10 hours out of it with, as I said, it's a room filler for sure. Next up we have on spot number 2, Patchouli TB. This one is an interpretation of Carlisle by Parfum de Marly, so it is also close to Red Tobacco by Mancera. Mancera's Red Tobacco, I've just tried a little sample, so I can't really say how it performs on my skin, because I haven't been giving it a full go. As the same with Carlisle from Parfum de Marly. I haven't really tried it more than a samples, but the one thing that I find is difference in the scent between these two, this one and those two, is that this one feels a little bit more masculine. It's just like they have umped up the vanilla and umped up the patchouli, so it gives me a more masculine feeling than I do get from Carlisle. Can I say a longevity? Yes, 10 hours minimum. Great projection as well. And finally, we have my favorite at spot number 1, pineapple oak. There is nothing new with this DNA. We've all been around it. We all know about the Aventus, the pineapple DNA. But this one still is quite, I wouldn't say unique. That is maybe the wrong word. But it isn't too similar to Aventus, and it isn't too similar to Hachivat. It is there in between. So for that reason, I do think that this one is a fragrance on its own. And Hachivat level on the projection, for sure. Hachivat is a huge bomb. This one is there around as well. And I would say that longevity-wise, it falls in between Aventus and Hachivat. Hachivat lasts on my skin for 12 hours. This one, I would say, lasts on my skin for 10 hours. And Aventus lasts on my skin for 8 hours, tops. On all those three, obviously. So my favorite is pineapple oak. Now, I hope you enjoyed this. You have heard, if you have been around to my channel and followed me over at Instagram and stuff like that, you already all know all about these fragrances, or should at least know about these fragrances. But I'm doing one more video. I hopefully will get it up on Sunday. A thank you video with an explanation on why I'm taking a step back from YouTube. So until the next time, everybody, you know what to do. Stay safe and be well, and I'll be back.